route. Riyad Mahrez très fort. Oh, Riyad Mahrez qui envoie les siens en finale de cette Coupe de...
Welcome to my channel, the DZ Phoenix, where I always talk about the Algerian national team and their players. Algeria are now 27 games unbeaten, which is incredible. We have the longest streak of unbeaten games in Africa. The way that Ben Madi transformed this team is amazing, and the spirit of our players really shows. And we are 27 games unbeaten because we beat Tunisia today 2-0. Amongst Algerian fans, myself included, I was a little worried about this game. The game against Mali was not the best game we've had, even though we won. So I guess it's understandable for us to worry, but our team, I guess, took Tunisia by surprise, and we didn't let them play their game at all. They only had a few chances, a few good chances, but he was always there. Some of the players were a little bit tired in the second half, but overall we played a pretty good game. So Mbourhe, I gave him a 7. He did his job. He stopped balls from coming in when he had to. He was overall pretty effective and did his job right. Yusuf Attal, I gave him a 6.5. He was better in the first half than the second half. I think he was a little bit tired in the second half, and I think mainly because he did get a slight knock, but for the most part he was pretty good. There's some areas where he played kind of dangerously and he lost the ball, but overall he played a decent game. Mondi, Blamri and Bilkibla, I gave them a 7. They all played well, they all did their job, they all had that grinta. The entire national team had a lot of grinta today, like we're used to. Zuruki, I gave him a 7.5. I was very pleased by his performance. He got the balls back, and I feel like he has a great future ahead of him. And since he did such a good game against Tunisia, I have more confidence in him. Having Bakibla and Fourouli next to him, I guess, worked way better. Fourouli, I gave him a 7. He did a good job overall. His passes aren't the most accurate all the time. He doesn't have as much vision, but the good thing about him, he puts a lot of pressure on the other side, the other team. Mahrez, I gave a 7.5 because of the goal he scored. That was a brilliant goal, and what a nice pass from Beledi too. As soon as I saw a Tunisian player on the floor, I knew Mahrez was gonna take it and score. I don't know how I felt it. I just felt it. You know, in Nigeria's semi-final, when Mahrez scored, also the free kick against PSG with Man City, when Mahrez scored against PSG, Verratti was on the floor. I mean, these teams never learn, I suppose. Boulaili, I gave him a 7.5. He had a wonderful assist. I think it's 2 assists actually. He's always there. He's a very dangerous attacking option. Bunajeh, I gave him a 7.5. He always scores when he needs to score. A little selfish, but in general, a great player to have. I forgot to mention about Zuruki, but I don't know if anyone noticed this. Bunajeh was going to receive the ball to score. Zuruki ducked down for the ball to go through, which is such an intelligent move from him, because otherwise it would have been blocked, and Bunajeh wouldn't have scored. And then the substitutes, I didn't rate the substitutes, but I would say from what I've seen, Slimani, I like the fact that he didn't really score, do an assist or anything, because he's only had a certain amount in the game, but he did put a lot of pressure on the other side. He got 1 or 2 balls from Tunisia, and he did his best to defend as an attacker, because even though he's like an attacker, he's a center forward, he puts a lot of pressure on Tunisian defenders, which makes it harder for them to pass. And Ounes, I didn't really give him a rating either. He looked like he would have been dangerous. I'm glad he's fully fit, alhamdulillah. Yeah, Gadiora, he got in and he got a red card. Okay, some people think that Gadiora was just being risky. Actually, in this situation, He wasn't risky at all. I don't know why he got the card. He didn't do anything. He literally didn't do anything, and he shouldn't have deserved the red card. This referee is Egyptian. This game we got an Egyptian referee. Against Mali we got an Egyptian referee. Against Mauritania we got an Egyptian referee. Why every single game did we have an Egyptian referee? That makes no sense. Because I have nothing against the Egyptian people. It just, in terms of the sport, in terms of the referees, and in terms of the national team of Egypt itself, we have history, and that history was bloody. I suppose after what happened in World Cup qualifiers, all Algerians know what happened. The referee couldn't stop us because that's how good we are, okay? That's how good we are as a team, and I'm glad we were able to make everyone go quiet after going against Tunisia, because they're considered a big team, a decent team, but they couldn't do anything against us at all. Overall, a great game. 27 games unbeaten, the longest winning streak in Africa, which is incredible, and I'm hoping inshallah we go even further and that we qualify for the World Cup, because essentially that is the goal. That's what we've been dreaming of for such a long time. We want to go to the World Cup in Qatar 2022 and have a great performance, and maybe even go to the semi-final or final, and just show the world how strong and how capable we are as a team. We have a good future ahead of us, and 1, 2, 3, viva l'Algérie!